Alright, so this is going to be about React.js, which is React JavaScript. So a little bit about React. React is an open source JavaScript library. By open source, I mean that React is a community-based framework that allows people to modify and pretty much use its library without anyone paying or asking permissions. They do have some patents, so not every company can use it, so they have to work around the patents. It was developed by Facebook, which makes it extremely popular. So, and it's one of the more famous JavaScript frameworks. So, why React? React, it's very easy compared to other frameworks like Angular. The code is also it's simpler to understand, or easier to understand and read. However, React, it can be difficult to work with when it gets extremely complex. So elements are updated. Elements are updated without physically reloading pages, which what makes React so special or different than other frameworks. Elements that get reloaded, they look very seamless, so you don't see a pause or anything, because React uses a thing called virtual DOM, or virtual document object model, and what it does is that it saves whatever the UI is currently in memory, and it compares it with the real DOM when the change occurs. So the use of the virtual DOM is it makes the website reload faster, or it makes everything faster. So React also makes coding easy because it can be done on a single HTML page if you don't use JSX, which we're going to talk about later. Yeah, so let's begin. So first, you would want to go to Node.js, and you would want to download the current Node.js, because React works well with, it needs Node.js to work, and when you download this, you will get a thing called it's called Create React App, which is a library within React. And what the app does is it makes it easier for people to view the website on the phone as well as the web, or the web page. So after that's done, and after everything's installed, you can go to your start menu and open your command prompt. And if you don't know, it's press start and you search CMD. You press enter, and this will pop up of some sort. So the first thing you want to do after Node.js is installed, you want to type in npm install create react app. And what this does, -g. And what this does is it installs create react app. So pretty much exactly that. And the -g means that it makes it global for you to use it anywhere within your computer. And npm is an open source installer that a lot of developers use to install open source packages from around it. It's like the biggest library for that sort of stuff. Okay, and now that that's done, you want to press install. I already have it installed, so it's probably gonna take longer than mine. And after it's installed, you want to create an app folder, or you want to create a create React app folder. And you do that by typing react create -react -app and a folder name. So I'm going to do test, and it's going to create a React folder. And it might take a while because it installs all the packages that comes with React. So like you can see here, it installs React, React Stom, and React scripts to make it easier for the developer to access those libraries. So after it's installed everything, it should look something like this. And we're gonna access the folder using cd and the name of the folder, which was, we named it test. So as you can see here, it's -test. And then we're gonna type npm start, and that starts whatever we have. Well, it starts the npm so we can have access to the file we just created. Enter, and this should now open up, and it should automatically, okay, so it should automatically open up this, which is a React, it's like the front page. So now we can get started with the coding. And this is JSX, by the way, JSX. And you want to go into the folder. So here, we'll go into the folder, we named it C users, where you want to go into where we created the file. So ours is test, and with test we can go to source and we'll open up app.js. That should come up here. Alright, app.js, and we're going to use the React example. So the React example, if you go on the website, reactjs.org, which is right here, scroll down a bit. Alright, this timer, we can just copy it. And here it says JSX, which is what we're using. So we can copy all of it. And we can paste it here instead of the render. So we also don't need this part anymore, because we're taking over. So instead of calling this timer, we're going to call it app, so we don't have to open a new file. So we can remove all this, and then you save it. And what should happen is you open your browser, and what was open? It should be, you should see this, which is exactly what the example is. And now to do that, this method we're using JSX, but without using JSX, we can do it without using all of this. We're going to close it, going to open a new file, a new HTML file. So save it wherever you want. I'm gonna open brackets. So open brackets. Here, index. No, not index. We're gonna new file. I'm gonna save it as desktop. We're gonna save it as test.html. Do the HTML stuff. HTML head body. Okay, and we're going to copy our libraries for React in our body, which would be that. Okay, here. And this is just a React library, so we have access to React without doing the steps we did before, where we had to go into our command prompt and everything. And once we have that, we're going to do script, because we're going to write a script on this file without making a new file. And how React works is it creates, or it changes a div. So let's do equals timer example, like in the example we did before. Timer example, and we're gonna go back to the website. Oops. Go back to React, and here we can uncheck the JSX because we're no longer using it, and copy everything. And we paste it. And we paste it in the script area. And this time we can keep class timer because we named our div timer example. As you can see here, timer example. It should be the same. I'm going to save this page. Go back to our file, wherever you saved it. In my case, it would be, oops, test.html. In my case, test.html. Go to my browser. And test.html, copy, and it should work. And there you have it.